Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Green. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Green is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence Roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Green, joined as always by the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for being here.
Seth, great to be here. Looking forward to a great segment today.
That's right. Today we are interviewing Tim Vogel, the founder and CEO of Scenthound, a new franchise that is disrupting the pet care industry. Tim, thanks so much for joining us.
Great, Seth. Thanks for having us, guys.
Okay, for those of our folks who don't know, tell us a little bit about what Scenthound is.
So Scenthound is a wellness-focused, membership-based dog grooming business. And the name actually says it all. It's an acronym. Scent is an acronym for skin, coat, ears, nails, and teeth, the 5 core areas that all dogs need care. So think of it like Massage Envy membership style meets Jiffy Lube, quick and easy, fast out the door, meets dog grooming. So that's really what we are.
And this is a physical location. They come to you?
Yes, exactly. So we've got retail locations. All of them are located in grocery store anchored shopping centers, small footprint, about 1,000 square feet. Monthly membership, $25. You come in once a month, get a bath. We'll do the ears, the nails, and the teeth. Or for $45 a month, we'll do all of that unlimited.
And how about weekly? If somebody wants to come every week, you have a
special?
special?
We do it daily. So if you're unlimited for $45 a month, you can come in every single day and get a bath, ears, nails, and teeth for your dog.
$45 unlimited every single
Unlimited.
Oh,
you can come every day.
But nobody comes in every day. It just sounds good.
Yes, it sounds great. But we do have a whole lot of weeklies. People who have dogs sleep in their bed. Our location here where I'm from is Jupiter, Florida, which is right by the beach. So a lot of people take their dog to the beach, come by, get their dog washed, go home.
Nice. Jupiter's nice. I'm in St. Pete, not too far from you.
Just the other side.
How many locations do you have currently?
So we've got 4 corporate locations. All of those really are experiments in us building this franchise model and getting the systems and processes so that this is scalable. Yeah. 2018, we spent the year really building the franchise infrastructure, all of documentation around that, the training, all that stuff. And then this year we've started our franchise development, and we've sold our first 6 franchises so far.
Right. Good.
And on the corporately owned store, let's talk about the numbers a little bit, average sales, average profit, things like that would get someone excited to want to be a Scenthound owner.
Well, so the first thing I'd say is that we've got something called an item 19 in the franchise disclosure document. Yep. Yeah, and we do actually disclose all of the unit economics. I'll give you our Jupiter location. It's the one that we've experimented on the least, and it's closest to home, so it gets the most attention. But we did roughly $520,000 in total revenue last year with a 38% net profit, so $202,000 in net profit on that. The great thing about this is with our model is basically when you unlock the door in the morning, all your expenses are paid for. And then when you add on brush out and blow dries or haircuts, that could all be profit.
So with the continuity, then obviously you've got X, all you need is X number of members to, as you said, cover the nut. And then everything from there is gravy. And every month it just keeps getting bigger and bigger because it's a continuity based system.
Correct. Yeah. So really, really loving and taking care of your customers so that they stay with you. So we really monitor, one of the things we really monitor is churn. So conversion rate, how many are we getting in? What's that churn look like? Make sure that we're taking exceptional care of those customers. And then really around the scent education, what do you need for your skin, coat, ears, nails, teeth for your dog to stay healthy? And then we offer services to support that. So brush out and a blow dry, a haircut, and then products around solving problems like ear infections or dental disease or stuff like that.
Hey, if nothing other than full disclosure, I am involved in the franchising company that is a pet washing franchise, but it's mobile, and so it's got a big blue dog. It's called Hydro Dog. Have you seen it?
I know it. Yes.
Okay. So I'm in my mind, I'm thinking you maybe could be doing mobile stuff and they could be doing, maybe there's some kind of a combination here of efforts that might make some sense.
Well, so a really interesting story is I started this business as a mobile pet grooming business with the illusion of franchising it. And once I got into it, I realized I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know much about grooming. And so over the next 12 years, I started to figure out how to create scalability in the model that we didn't have scalability. With that being said, I still own a mobile business. We've got a fleet of vehicles that serve the Jupiter area and Palm Beach County area.
Right.
And I actually see that as a franchise number 2, because once you build the retail location and we take care of kind of the training and staffing, you will have developed enough people with a skill set that's necessary really to be able to talk to a customer, groom a dog, and drive a van.
Yeah.
That could be an add-on service so that, it's kind of a second franchise. So
I would pay extra if for some of the times that I didn't have time to drive out to you, you would come to me.
Yeah, so the reality is our Jupiter location actually does over $1 million because the other half of it's mobile, and we run mobile out of there as well. So
it's funny because one of my partners in this franchising venture is the guy that did the Massage Envy. So he created a 2,000 unit franchise system with Massage Envy, and when you mentioned you're like massages for dogs, I have a subscription model at a massage place myself, and I get so many, you get a big discount and all of that. It's a great model. It's worked well, and obviously you're having some great success. So what's the path from here on your franchise company? State, are you going after certain states, or what's the next step?
Yeah, so I'd say kind of one thing, just kind of talking about the space that we're in, something I think that's really interesting about the grooming space, and you probably know this with your mobile business, but if you looked at the top 10 breeds owned in the US, only 2 of them need a haircut, but all dogs need care. And so our model, we really pivoted towards that white space, which is that 80% of dogs owned in this country that don't need a haircut, but need care. And so we made it fast, easy, and affordable for those pet parents to be able to get the bath, ears, nails, and teeth. They could actually drop their dog off, go to the grocery store, and in 15 to 20 minutes, pick their dog up all ready to go, all clean, ears, nails, and teeth done. And so the vision really is about scaling this thing. And we do see us being kind of like a Massage Envy around the model. And we do see us being a national business with potentially 2,000 locations. For right now, this year, our goal is to get to 10. We're at 6 so far. Next year, our goal is to do 30, and the following year, 60. So we're really on this race to get to 100 as fast as possible, because I really see that as our danger point. Once we get to 100, at least the calculations that we've done, the royalty streams coming in now sustains the foundation. And so 100 in the next 3 years, then we really can then tilt ourselves towards more rapid scaling with multi-units and all that kind of stuff.
Great.
And then is the plan, hypothetically, after you hit 100 and you're talking about people with multi-unit franchises and securing different ones at once, does it then become, do you just say, okay, we want to go from 100 to 1,000, 100 to 2,000? Do you look at an exit strategy where you get acquired by some national pet chain or something like that?
Yeah, so I see kind of stage 1, scaling this business, stage 2, launching brand number 2, which I think will probably be mobile, and we're already starting to work on the nuts and bolts of that. Quite honestly, I've owned the mobile business 14 years. I know it probably better than most. And then stage 3, I really think the business that we're getting into is I think ultimately, and this might sound a little odd, but I ultimately think we're a technology company. And if you can envision 1,000 of these units collecting data, because we do something called a scent check. We evaluate your dog every time they come in on skin, coat, ears, nails, and teeth. Capturing all of that data and having this relationship with the dog parents, I think the power is really in the data that we're capturing and how we're managing that data. So that's really, I think, the real business behind the business.
And so when you talk about data, are you talking about like medical kinds of things, or what are the data points that are valuable in your world?
Well, so I think it depends on who you're talking to. Is it a manufacturer? Is it a food supplier? Is it a vet? But we can capture data that's relevant to all of those people, because if we're coming in and we're actually doing an evaluation of your dog on skin, coat, ears, nails, so we rate them on a 1 to 5 scale on each of those metrics. Capturing that data and how that improves with care or improves with products that we give them. We can capture data on frequency of the visit, what types of breeds are coming in, what kind of solutions work best on what types of breeds. They're on, insurance companies, genetic testing combined with nutraceuticals. There's kind of unlimited directions that we can go once we have that data. Yeah.
Gotcha. Fantastic. Do you do any of the DNA type things for pets?
No, so we don't currently right now, but that's one of the things that's in our development pipeline.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We would outsource it, obviously, but how would that look, and what would the appetite of our customers be around that, and how can we correlate that with what kind of nutrients and stuff that they're taking?
Super.
And then for the path to 100, how are you growing those franchisees? How are you finding them? How are they finding you? How are you acquiring those folks who want to start locations? Talk a little bit about the marketing.
Yeah, so that's really what we're learning right now. So, the development of the business, the processes and the systems, finding simplicity on their side of complexity, that's really what I spent the last 10 years doing. Now, the last 2 years, I'm really figuring out what the heck's franchising and how do you generate a lead? How do you move a lead through a pipeline? And then how do you get them up and running? So, so what we've really been doing is figuring out how to do lead generation effectively. And so we've been doing things like communicating with our customer base and our members and our staff, and that's generating interest. Next level is kind of really through social media platforms, PPC, SEO, really just targeting specific audiences and specific regions to start a conversation with them and then get them interested in what we're doing. There's a bunch of trade shows and events that we've been attending, from franchise shows to kind of dog related shows, vet related shows, and just showing up and talking about kind of who we are and what we do. And then things that we're starting to think about is specific channels, like the vet channel. I think there's a virtuous cycle that could potentially happen there. A vet's got a list of customers already. They could then start up a Scenthound advertising to those existing customers to get them on a regular preventive maintenance, and also get new customers in for that preventive maintenance, which then feeds back to the vet when we identify problems. So there's channels like, and I think we're looking at maybe direct mail kind of stuff with that channel. And something you and I even talked about is the Wow Box, which I thought was a really great idea as a way to kind of explore that channel. And there's a handful of channels that we're looking at like that. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
What I love about your franchise model, it's a fairly reasonable cost to get into a Scenthound franchise, I assume, right? I mean, it's, as entrepreneurs go, you could buy a restaurant franchise and spend millions. Here, you can, what's the average investment?
So the average investment and this includes the franchise fee, around $250, all said and done, up and running. That includes marketing, equipment, build out, staffing, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
not a bad investment for the opportunity, the upside that's present. I mean, you're doing $1 million, you said, out of your Naples or Jupiter location, obviously more than just bringing them in, but the opportunity here is great for someone that's wants to own their own business, make a modest investment, and loves dogs, et cetera, right?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. And that's why we think we can scale it, because I think there's a sweet spot there in the franchising world around what does it cost to get into this? It's a pretty low barrier. And what's that return on your investment over the 10-year agreement?
Right. Good.
Yeah.
Well, with all the success you've achieved, you're doing amazing work, and you're helping people's furry friends. What's your biggest challenge now?
So I think right now the things that we're engaged in is really trying to figure out how to get quality leads for the lowest cost. And so that's something we're still really still trying to perfect. And I think we're a ways away from really having our arms around that. I think we spend a lot of time moving people through the pipeline that just shouldn't be moved through the pipeline, which takes time and energy. So really identifying the right people and getting them on board. The second thing that I'm really doing now is building our varsity team. And so bringing on the A players and, like with any business, staffing is your number one challenge. So really identifying, getting those varsity players excited about what we're doing and building that team.
Awesome. For our folks who are interested in learning more about Scenthound and how they can be a part of it, where is the best place for us to send them?
So I'd send them to our website, which is scenthoundfranchise.com. And there, all of the information, it actually walks you through the entire process, and there's plenty of places on there for them to get in touch with us. But we'd love to hear from people who are interested in, and really, getting into the business of love, which we believe, we remove barriers so people can love and connect with their dogs every day. So we really believe we're helping people practice love. And, I think this is one of those businesses that has legs, and I'd say 4 of them.
Love the dog puns.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, good job.
I had to, sorry.
Great to meet you. I may be back in touch on some ideas that I have, but thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, no, thanks so much for the time, guys.
All right,
appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. Great show.
See you. Bye.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level, but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.